Welcome to the show. We in the mix with B2 and MARKEITH straight out of Virginia. And this is the platform for the people.
This is a much needed service, and especially here in Newport News, and I've known you do this throughout the region now with some of the services that you've been able to secure with your foundation. You know, since March, we've been in this quarantine, and you know, it's been an uptick of domestic related issues. I mean, here in the city of Newport News alone, last year, out of all of the calls, 34% of the aggravated assaults were domestic issues. And I want to congratulate you because you just recently been appointed to a position in the city of Newport News.
Yes.
Can you expound on that position that you have now in the city of Newport News?
Yes, so I am one of two domestic violence, I guess I'm a domestic violence outreach liaison, and then there's a domestic violence specialist, and we're now employed with the Newport News Police Department as of April, and this is for a brand new program building their domestic violence unit from the ground up, essentially. We work out of the Special Victims Unit, so we are hand in hand with those who are, whether it's simple assaults, aggravated assaults, and then also trying to catch and intervene on the cases that are not outright domestic violence, but underlying situations of domestic violence. So where you might have someone where there's annoying phone calls, and sometimes people will look at it like, okay, this person's just calling them back to back to back, but then we look more into it and it's like, oh no, this person is being stalked by their ex. Or you may see a vehicle theft and you're just thinking, okay, somebody stole somebody's car, that's not domestic violence. But then we're looking more into it and we see, okay, husband stole wife's car, or wife stole husband's car, and then there's this history of abuse and control and manipulation. So not only are we intervening and trying to bridge that gap from when the police first do a call for service to, you know, maybe they'll get with the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, there's a victim witness department there, but let's say no one's arrested at that call for service. It's just not enough evidence, or nobody wants to talk, or whatever the case may be. So we're following up and saying, hey, we understand there was a situation yesterday. Are you okay? Do you need services? Because I've been on that other side of the fence when, not with this agency, but when the police have come out to my home and nobody offered me a hotline number, nobody offered me a pamphlet, I didn't know where to go, nobody checked on me the next day. So we're trying to bridge that gap, especially with the climate that we're in right now. And
Exactly.
Trust law enforcement, and I get it, right? But when it comes to those who are experiencing domestic violence, we need to bridge that gap because we need them to feel comfortable calling for help, because domestic violence is the most dangerous call for law enforcement. So imagine the person who's actually experiencing that violence. So when we call, we're like, hey, we're not cops, we're not officers, I'm an advocate. I can't tell you to go file, you better go file a protective order, you better go file press charges. I'm here to just literally ask you if you're okay. What do you need? How can we assist you? Do you need food? Do you need diapers? Do you need to get into this shelter? What do you need the police department to do?
Welcome to the show. We in the mix with B2 and MARKEITH straight out of Virginia. And this is the platform for the people.